Time for us to say goodbye to this island.
Let's go.
Malady grab.
God woke.
Salty water mists your.
I've sort of been thinking about the game. The next section is probably going to be the toughest for us, simply because I sort of did it ass backwards the first time. I don't have a good grasp of how you should be doing it.
Gods. So many have fallen. But
Also,
the ship Lord. So close to escaping.
the game sort of there's not that much you actually have to do in it. Like, the vast majority of the content is content you could technically skip. You can very easily get the necessary source point training in the next section, but that would leave you with a lot of the quests unfinished. One after that, you basically have to reach a place that is easy to reach. You don't even have to fight anything big. Big combat challenges are optional. If you basically have some sort of mobility, you could definitely wrap up that quest section very quickly too. And I think the last one...
Don't go any further, Godwoken. The ship won't...
She glances
Not
at.
sure
That
what's
was
really
Brendan.
is required from there.
When the ship wouldn't answer my call,
At most
he
maybe
touched
talk
the
to
figurehead,
Arhu,
and it
talk to
attacked
him, then
without
wrap up
warning.
the final
He
gauntlet
burned
and do the
like he was
last
made
battle.
of parchment.
Her eyes.
Thank you. We were held captive
Last
together
battle where you
on
can
this
sort of
ship.
give up
He kept
immediately
my
and
spirits
the
up. Now he's
vast
dead.
majority of enemies will fight on your side in the final battle. So you don't even have to be be able to do anything particularly good at that point. You just have to survive it for a little bit. So if you just are interested in wrapping up the game, there's not that much challenge in it if you know what you're doing.
Nothing. The ship. Just remember. Terse and Dallis, pray to you for my seeker brethren. Show us the path to salvation.
I remember this one. His name was Kirby. His friend's sword couldn't save him, it would appear.
Right, there are a few things here we want to loot, but not that many. Bang! Bang is without a doubt some sort of a crafting component.
Hey, stranger. Glad to see you. No reds in the offing yet.
Is that it? Yeah.
Spare me, Gareth.
I won't see.
What's his...
You know, Gareth, our guest.
Very glad indeed.
Not a moment.
She's mute. We need to free. Quite. That means only she can control it. Go ahead and try. But whatever you...
We won't.
Yes, yes, and all that.
The Seekers.
These...
We lost them.
I'm sure the god will...
It's your.
Our survival hinges on getting this ship moving, Godwoken. We're certain.
Void Slayer, Worm Killer, Godwoken. You have many names. Let's add ship's captain to the list once we get
Summon
this thing
Hungry
moving, shall we?
Flower. Plant can blob acidic spores and emit cursed poison clouds. Yeah. We really need to consider investing in these type of things now. Fire would be my preference though, still.
There has to be.
Oh, this might be useful. Damage boost for every nearby enemy character or totem. Doesn't require a weapon. but it's fairly action point costly. I doubt I will have much use for that.
Freedom's so close. We have
Hungry
to set
Flower is
sail.
more in the summoning lineup, so while I think it's probably very good, it's still a summon. There are extra spells here. Earthquake. Earth damage knockdown on enemy characters and
have to set
items.
sail.
Create 8 random oil surfaces within the area. I wouldn't say bad. Ooh, Poison Wave. Poison damage, Poison Clouds. Gives immunity to poison and earth damage for 1 turn. They're very nice. Only costs 1 point if you stat in poison or oil, I guess. Reactive armor was a piece of crap. But Poison Wave could be genuinely useful, especially combined with something that ignites the poison, or burn targets, then Poison Wave, then fire or other poison attacks. Still, it's not our strong point. Fire Ice would be the best ones we currently have.
I wanted to think that. Amazing to think though other god we weren't the we found. But let's leave the past in the past and reach for what's ahead. She's not I don't know, but there are
Gareth thinks the hill
driftwood of Meister C. She held the Seekers together. Keep Lucy.
He probably has
You
hydrosophic
made
spells.
it, Godwoken. Good. Not all
Nope.
of us did, though. The sooner
This
we...
is another chance for us to steal from her. Most of us are gonna die basically anyway after we move from this ship section.
I
So
won't be able to breathe easy
I
until
don't see a
that island
downside in
disappears over the horizon.
from the steal attempt. I mean, what could we possibly have to lose? Right.
There must be some
We'll
way
stop
to get
somewhere
this ship
here.
moving. There has to be.
We'll use these for crafting combination spells. I think we're mostly missing air. So if we could get a few of those, that would be great.
We have to find a way to get this ship moving. We can't let the Magisters catch up with us. We're too weak to fight them again.
Turn transmutation, that's a good one. We probably want to steal it if we can. Anything interesting here? The mushrooms are fairly useful too. But those are impossible to steal while everything else is good. Holy shit, high quality tormented soul. High quality essences. Okay, these are big deals. Very, very big deals. Oh, they're also very hard to steal. Not worth all that much. If I have to steal something, I would definitely want to steal the polymorph's abilities. A gag order might be good. That requires a dagger, of course it does. Shit. The extra carry weight we're getting from this isn't exactly unwanted either. We could sell extra stuff, but I don't want to manage it right now. Right. Those are good though. Air, Earth, Tormented Soul. Yeah, we could make the apportation spell now. It's probably an air spell, so we need a blank air book to do it. We need some rope too. We can probably pick up that. High quality earth. We could make the earthquake, but we can also buy it already. But it is for scrolls, always a little bit different. We also make the swap, the spell book. Useful here and there. Poison wave, again we can all do that. Pressure spike. Reactive armor, yeah, that's all terrible. The big one thing is the HQ Tormented Soul. That's the one thing I really put my eye on. Also, I can make the Tornado skill book now. But I need to actually see the air spell seller and see what our options are. But the fate of this high quality Tormented Soul is pretty obvious to me. Has to be this.
Damn it.
Right. Soulmate. This gives us interesting options. And it's the reason why I chose a living character instead of an undead character. It's supposed to be, I guess, a support spell for your party members, but there's nothing strictly speaking saying that it applies only to party members or friendly units. So I'm planning on using it as an attack spell instead of a support spell. In and of itself, it doesn't do a goddamn thing.
What am I even looking for? Will I know it when I see it?
But in combination with other abilities, it's I think it's a killing spell basically, because it's balanced on the idea that you're using it to buff your own party members instead of using it as a hostile spell. So it's an overpowered attack spell as far as I can see. Giant healing potion. Right, why is it overpowered? It's because it transfers healing. And it can be used as an offensive ability against an undead. Basically, this giant healing potion, 1220 heal, doubled through my talents, would be a physical attack of over 2000 points. Right now. So it's basically an instant death more or less to any undead creature that I target with the Soulmate spell. And it's a single action point to use. I can pump 1200 points of... no, I can pump 2400 points of damage with a single action point against undead opponents. Even against the end boss of the game, that's a lot. And I might get healing bonuses. Actually, I don't get that. But because it's an offensive ability that does physical damage, I think it benefits from either the Hydrosophist or the... what the hell is the other skill? Warfare. Because this increases the damage to all physical attacks. So there's a way to pump the damage further. So either way, basically all the major bosses are undead of some sort. So I don't see how they're, as far as I can see, they're all vulnerable to this. So that's why I don't really worry at all about that sort of fighting. Because I don't see how the fuck could they possibly survive any of it. Like, I can probably kill all of them in a single turn. It's every other type of fighting that might be a source of trouble. But not undead, never undead.
Will I know it when I see it?
I'm going to make a couple of extra healing potions. We don't necessarily want to use a giant healing potion on most opponents. We generally don't want to use it as an attack spell anyway. But we want to have the option. I'm very ecstatic about getting it now, because we are going to have to do a battle on the ship next, where our opponents are, I think, 2 undead guys that are meant to be opponents that you can't really defeat. But I don't see why not if we can use the soulmate on them.
There must be something around here.
I mean, they might be incredibly high level and dangerous, but they'll still die the same. Even the huge one is probably enough. But if not, I can dump a huge amount of giant healing on them. Either way, I'm interested in seeing what the end result is. Exter does a fairly standard issue patrol here. We should be able to steal from him. This is not a good place to do it, though. Right, he probably stays like 4 or 5 seconds at a single location at maximum. And during that time we have to steal as many polymorph skill books from him as possible.
Did you hear? We're bringing you to Meister Siva, the head of the...
What the fuck spotted me? You.
Will I know it when I see it?
I want to do it now because there's no telling. We might be basically able to steal from them again.
Nothing. Damn it.
The thievery has to be 2 parts. First part to get the equipment set up on the correct line, so I can just take the books. Currently that won't work. I don't have time. But that is maintained.
She's a fickle mistress. She's mine, damn it.
Where would I hide something important if I was the Magister?
So now when he comes here a second time, all I have to do is to go to sneak and take the books. As many as we can. Run to the lower levels, because there's nothing worthwhile here. Everything happens at the lower levels.
Nothing. Damn it.
She's a fickle mistress. She's mine, damn it.
Stops there for a second, then comes here. And this has to work.
Allies for hire. I've got sword fighters, mages, archers.
Basically did it too late. Now it doesn't matter anymore.
Nothing. Damn it.
That doesn't go over a load game. Shit.
There must be something around here.
Not sure what I got.
Nothing on any of the dead bodies. Maybe the
Craft skin. Almost. Ooh. That's a very useful skill. I definitely wanted that. The horns. Tentacle lash. Well, might as well take this. I mean, learn this. Don't want to use it, but still.
There must be something around here. Something
We could go for polymorph 3. The thing is, it's more useful later on once we have actual abilities that it can support. Currently, not so much. Yeah, I can easily get rid of cooldowns, but is that really important? No. Probably should steal something from Melody too.
There you are. 1, 2. Alexander. He's alive. Apparent. He's in the hold below decks. Unconscious. Yes, we certainly had better, but until the ship... This is... There's a way to move this ship on board. The figurehead has certainly caused a commotion lately. Dying to hear them. Meisters... We'd better not leave her waiting. She's the found... Your kind can reach us...
Another huge healing potion. Razor Dazzle. Right, not bad at all. And that's a respecking mirror. Don't want to use it, but we might use it.
something.
Lady Vengeance.
You keep saying that. It won't save you.
The Seeker flexes her arms stiffly. Her joints audibly pop. She nods her thanks and immediately winces, laying her hand...
Good luck getting anything out of either of them. Our special guest is out cold. All right then, just... I'll keep an eye on the red until the cage is locked again.
A young Magister paces around the brig, fussing over Alexander's unconscious... She noted...
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence vessel, Lady Vengeance. That's all the information I'm giving to... Magister Ranley, Corker...
The Magister falls silent, but stares at you with unwavering defiance.
Any chance I could just peek its pocket? Because the Magister is gonna pick a fight with me. I'm pretty careful that.
I ought to chain you up like your lot did to me.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence vessel, Lady Vengeance.
Enough!
Yeah, she's actually more of a headache than the Magister is. Go away, please. Yeah, easiest way for me to do it.
The door seems like any door, at least at first. Then you notice the wood groans, the face vanishes. The anguished face appears once more. It dips its forehead towards you and a shudder of pleasure
Yeah, that didn't do it. We need more information. Did I get a book somewhere?
Hey! There's got to be another way to get it going, but we can't find a way into Dallis's room.
There's got to be some clue. Dallis would have trusted someone with a secret, wouldn't she?
These are
Unless
not
there's someone
upgraded
still
versions. She should have better spells if she was an up-to-date trader. Okay, Grisilla, could you point some other direction?
Speak to me if you're looking. So, what'll it be?
No.
I am summoned. Speak the password. Yes, and
I guess it doesn't matter which door you use here. Or use the gem on.
Just one more moment, please.
He clicks together two halves of...
And there. Rescued at last, am I? To whom do I owe my thanks? I'm a prisoner. That infernal Dallis woman left me trapped here. To Dallis, she kept me here to do her bidding. Until you took her flagship from right under her nose, it's... Oh, yeah.
He extends...
She used some form... Well, so why don't you tell me all about my valiant rescue?
There's no real harm in siding with Tarquin.
I ought to continue what I'm doing here. Unless the... Oh, he clicks to that damn contraption that she used on me. Seems to have fogged my memory. No!
His face up...
But come now. Enough of Dallas, and I'm afraid I cannot tell you what I do not remember.
He takes the
Perhaps my memory will come back with time. But for now, I'm afraid there's little more I can add. Dallas didn't tell me anything if she could avoid it. But I did indeed. Perhaps you should look about. There might be something of the sort that took it. As I said, the Magister's left me weakened. Despite what she... If you cross paths with her...
Right, there's just a single fight downstairs.
I've spotted some.
Enough weight. Okay, I'm pretty sure there's a key somewhere in this chest. In the meantime, we can use it to press the button. Okay, the chest doesn't appear to be having all that much weight then. It's a button, so I do need to get something on top of it, something that has a decent amount of weight to it. If the only thing we get from these is paper, that's still a good find for us. Why did you pick the goddamn book? Ignition. Okay, basically somewhat useless crafting crap.
What's this? I found something.
Yeah, that's the trap. 2 assassins will attack me the moment I go down.
This is written in ancient lizard script. It appears to be a song.
Got them. This should be just worth a little bit of money. Also, I do see a button there still. Can I still move? Yeah. We're gonna do some shopping, or rather selling.
It's good to have a sense of freedom once again. Truly good.
Right. 15,000 gold. These are the things we must have. I might be able to steal one of them. Bone cage. Not particularly useful. Living on the edge. I can't die for 2 turns. That's hard to argue against. The thing is, everything we buy here is something we can buy later. Source orbs are the things that are tough to get after this, at least for a while. So they're the key we want now. Runes are nice, but they're not that important. So priorities. How much money does he have? Right. I can probably end up just buying these. If I have 0 money left after that, that'll be fine. There's a lot of treasure items still here. I'll go down. Goddamn cat. Please look at the other way. I want to go in sneak mode, see if that makes a difference. I'm not sure I want to start the fight immediately. Okay, I guess we're going down no matter what. Oh, this is not a problem. Not a problem at all.
This looks like a teleporter pyramid. It could certainly come in handy.
Why weren't there any defenders this time here? Do you need to trigger some sort of trap that to be happening?
Another pyramid.
It would not have been much of a problem. I don't think they have a good ability to climb ladders, so we could have controlled the fight anyway. Still. Extra necromancy skill book. I think the game might also maybe alter things based on what you have in your group. I mean, I can't really think of anything I did differently that would have explained the difference here. I did something. Yes, I did. I killed 2 of these with the death log at the start of the game. So now they're dead. That's the difference. Empty potion bottles. Not exactly totally unwanted, I guess. Right. So not that much really to do here. Steam Lance. Right, that's more or less it. I'm not sure if we want to do any actual trading with this son of a bitch. Yeah, they're way too valuable, can't take them.
It's good to have a sense of freedom once again.
I want to see if he
Truly
has
good.
something that's truly an upgrade for me equipment wise. But it has to be something very, very good, otherwise we'll just take spells. Intelligence, single-handed, atrophy, critical chance, ice surfaces, not bad. I don't know, the helmet is not good, but it has great ability bonuses or skill bonuses. Everything is pretty much better here now. Okay, this isn't bad. Intelligence, Huntsman, Scoundrel, Hydro, Sophist. But Pyrokinetic really is where most of our damage comes from now. And so I'm not too eager to throw that advantage away. Strength, Geomancer, Lucky Charm. Yeah, I think I'm mostly just gonna skip this and take the... No, I need to buy these, right, so 5,000 extra from somewhere. Arquin has to be the last guy we talk to. We need to steal as much as possible from everyone else at this point. Ooh, I might have an idea. Do we have extra... yeah, we're missing the extra air books, that's why I haven't been able to do all that much. But I do have something else. I have a smoke grenade. Because I can't steal from this guy, because there's another guy staring at me. Doesn't last long. You might be better off just taking the gold. It's a faster operation we had to do. Single click, yes, and we're good to go. The value is vastly above the smoke grenade. I think we got 1,000 gold pieces at the exchange of a single smoke grenade. I don't think there's all that many that we can still reasonably steal from.
All that fighting will be worth less than nothing if we can't get this tub moving. Wish I had half a clue what I was looking for.
Why are there so many panties here? Suppose I should take them, just in case I want to use them later on. They also don't really weigh much, and we can always dump them in the ship storage.
Whatever I'm looking for, I'm not finding it.
I do want to go through these. They could be a good place for getting nails.
Good to feel the rolling of the waves. That might actually get
Sharp piece. Is that it? More or less, yes. Okay, we did get an extra 1,000 gold pieces of that, so we probably should have no trouble doing a trade with for the source orbs. Actually, I might be able to steal from that one. No one's covering her ass here. Guess no one has to. Right, I guess that's all there is to offer here. Fair enough.
It's good to have a sense of freedom once again.
I can't steal any of the orbs, so I have to just buy all of them. 15,000. I have 12,000 in cash. Let's sell the easy items first, things that I'm not gonna use anyway. I think the Reckoning, for example, is a nice item, but it's not useful anymore. Same with pretty much every weapon, physical weapon at this point. How much? We need 3,000 to be able to buy things. That's a tall order. Still, it's not impossible by any means. Especially if we are eager to sell some of the less important magical items. I mean, most likely they're going to be worthless anyway. We could craft some things like wands. Probably not of all that much value, but they could be sold away from for a decent amount of cash. Fire resistance, finesse, range. You're never gonna use this. Tyrant's gear. I don't care for it. Dangerous piece of crap anyway. Right. I think I have thievery gauntlets already, so we can certainly sell all the lesser thievery gauntlets. Decent pair of boots, we can sell the lesser boots. Ah, is that it? No. $5,000. We'd be left with a couple thousand gold pieces, and we could still sell a few extra items if we really want to. Trousers of Talent. Okay, I'd say that's most of the things that are worthwhile selling. Rest is would be things I don't particularly want to sell, but might be able to sell. I mean, some of the spellbooks, for example, the grenades, maybe. Right. We're left with 2,300. I probably should steal some of these skill books. Maybe some scrolls too. There's no hurry about that. We go behind his back. There's no one who is able to spot us. I don't think he's gonna leave the chair either, so we can probably be fairly easily escape him. What the hell, cat? Quickly running away, as is tradition. Still, we got the 4 source orbs, we got some spellbooks, we got some scrolls. As far as I'm concerned, this is a huge success, and we could potentially get quite a lot out of those orbs. I'm trying to think of if there's something really big that I would want from them. Maybe the Ethereal Storm. It's a combination of a orb and a carrot, but that really depends on what we're going to face. I'm gonna see the follow-up fight through too. It shouldn't be too big of a problem with us. Are our skills proper for it? Probably.
Show us the path to salvation.
It's all about buying time.
Dallis, hear my prayer. Show us the way forward. Deliver us from peril.
Not a terrible vest, but I wanted to use it. +6 initiative.
Hear my prayer. Show us the way forward. Deliver us from peril.
I'm sure she'll let it go soon.
Pray to you for my Seeker brethren. Show us the path to salvation.
Medium heating potions are not really useful for us anymore.
Dallis, pray to you for my Seeker brethren. Show
Normal
us the
healing
path
potions
to
are
salvation.
full life as far as we're concerned. So we want to keep some of those. Couple of huge healings, couple of gigantic healings.
Blessings to our fallen.
Okay, let's see if we can
Pray
move
that
on to
they
the next
may
fight.
find rest.
We don't have to win it, but I want to see what happens if we do a massive amount of damage to an undead creature that basically cannot die in that fight. Are they gonna retreat? Is the fight called off, or you just waste a lot of resources doing that? I'm curious more than anything else.
Before you is a towering figurehead carved. At that moment, the ship serendipitously creaks beneath. The deck beneath you groans and trembles, like the ship itself is awaking from a slumber. A deep sigh emerges, unmistakably the sound of a living being.
You are not. You sang a song. Now you must decide my fate. Are you to be my new mistress? You honor me to embrace, but I cannot be free again. Not true. Ask. I am here to serve in all ways. I see you, sister. That time has passed. Thanks to the great. Of course.
The ship's awake. Is she ready to sail? Please don't. Well,
a slow
to driftwood then. It must forward.
Battle in the shallow.
I respect your method.
We are.
Yes.
I swear.
Very well. Goodbye.
This is my ship. I won't be taken from under my feet. You act.
Oh, for the love of the void. Listen up. Show us what you...
Godwoken.
I'll take care.
We're gonna get the start no matter what we do. Yeah, they're level 13. They have a respectable amount of health and defenses, but not enough. One way or another, I would have come here anyway. So, save. Cloaked figure, undead. Dallis the hammer. Cloaked figure, undead. So, let's see this. We might as well read the description once. Bind yourself to target character, copying any healing or armor restoration you receive to them. There's frozen, stunned, knockdown, and petrified from target character. So it seems like a fairly straightforward support ability. Do we heal to Dallis more, or try to kill the cloak figure? It doesn't really matter. I sort of want to see what happens if we do it on Dallis. Hello, soulmate. How do you feel about some... So based on this, we can dump about 6,000 points of damage on her. About 3,000 would probably kill her. So, number 1. 3,221.
You are formidable to us.
Respect. Hold them off. I need more time.
Not much of a battle, was it?
With the help.
Single potion used and that's it.
The air here has a familiar smell, like the place you grew up. Old memories begin to well with a faint creak.
We could fight that fight without using that ability though. It's sort of a waste. At the same time, I find it highly amusing, so let's just keep it that way. But that's more or less my plan with the, or a backup plan at the release, against every major undead creature. I don't see how in the hell could you possibly survive that with an undead creature. I just don't. Yeah, some of the bigger ones might require more, but I mean, I can get 3. I start with what, 6 action points, and I can get 3 extra on top of that. Probably a couple of points spent on the ability use itself. But even then, I have like 6 or 7 action points if I really push it, and each will do the 3,000 something point of damage. Probably more if I spec my character specifically to do as much physical damage as possible. So we can probably get closer to double that. It's just, there is no way of surviving it for an undead creature. You're just fucked.
Is that a tree? What's hanging from it?
Yeah, these complex areas seem to cause trouble to my computer. It's not the effects that you see on screen, it's the fundamental structures. Complex structures, multiple layers all on top of each other now there. Does not work well. Performance just plummets here. Once more and more is sort of excluded, things improve at least a little bit. High quality tormented soul. We got back what we spent. Actually, the entire reason those tormented souls exist, as far as I'm concerned, is so we can combine them with some wheat. We have to keep buying wheat too. I mean, I've played through the first section out of 4, and I've gotten 3 pieces of wheat. So not a lot. Not enough. Soulmate. So, we come up with any powerful undead creatures, shouldn't be a problem.
Must be a way across.
Yes, probably the obvious path the map is showing you.
Tyr's and Dallis, the gods. Are they dead? How can this be?
A small, stout imp.
I suppose we're most supposed to use the bless.
Your time is short. Your time is short.
Do I keep blessing these?
The cursed tendrils slack.
My one.
Right, it probably goes forward when my god is blessed. want to see if there's a difference if we bless all the gods.
Be gone. Be gone from...
Bring...
Thank you, my child.
Mahdia is pretty much the only god who isn't a gigantic cunt. I want to cast this when I'm standing in source. That way hopefully I'll automatically recharge the source point.
As he regains consciousness, Tiersen...
The others too? Am I the first to wake? One doesn't... It is here. The void is coming for us gods. Coming to drink us. Yes. Soon this... Unless you have already... You cannot... Like Lucian. You will be called to unite the powers of the Seven against either a new divine... You are my champion. So set off in pursuit. Good. Hush. It's here. Run! Go! I will find you.
White-hot cold pierces your heart.
What's happened here? Where is everyone?
Everyone is pretty much dead. Ooh, did we get a reward for basically defeating Dallis again? Radiant Aegis. Physical armor, magical armor, blocking, intelligence, constitution, wisdom. This is a vastly superior shield at least. One-handed mace. Strength, intelligence, memory, single-handed. Yeah, I'm positively pleased with this. Also, free Phoenix dive. I should have gotten extra memory slots. Yes. Not sure I wish to worry about this now. We need to see a new selection of abilities, although we probably have to fight the moment we get out of here, so... yeah. Not sure what to take. I mean, I know I gotta take something. Doesn't particularly matter at this point. 2 empty slots. Let's go with peace of mind. Ability counter. You know, maybe a standard adrenaline at this point. It wouldn't be a horrible idea. Cloak and dagger, it Yeah, it's better than Phoenix Dive. But we don't really need a third mobility ability. I think that's a bit wasteful. Unless there's a special situation. It's melodies in the lower floors. Still, there might be opportunities for thievery. Right. I'll try to get out of this place. I think I just need to talk to Melody and leave things at that. I noticed a strong box earlier. Ah, there's also hidden glasses there. They have some value. Right. Huge success overall. Rats asked about the spirits.
Where have you been? I can't keep this up much longer. We need to go. Brace yourself. A lot.
Right. As I said, I think at the end of the regular playthrough, I think I can play this game better with a single character now than I could with a full group the first time. It really does make a huge difference. Knowing what's coming your way beforehand. You don't even have to take a massive amount of preparations, but knowing where to hit them, how to hit them effectively, and it's a night and day difference in the challenge it takes.
Solid ground materializes as your eyes. Melody.
Let's not do that again any. Very good. I'll feel far less put upon if you tell me you learned something you desperate how. I see. So,
She inspected.
did they mention how you were meant? Luckily, we already know. I may not. You need to go see the Meister. Oh, she's got. Give me your. You're at the beginning now. I must. Why our faithful little shopping before you go and.
Anything new wickets to know? I'll just leave things here. We'll probably talk to people, maybe even steal something, but I also need to dump some of the equipment, crafting components specifically on the ground. Certain type of items we could carry with us, like essences, there's never all that many of them. But others, like these food items and things like that, they have a decent amount of weight, especially considering how much we have or will have. So I don't see a point in carrying them. Maybe I don't think about same with some potions, but individually it doesn't look too bad, but I think it'll add to the overall problem where we're constantly creeping up on the carry weight. How much for next level? 33,000, that's not too bad. bad at all, in fact. Right, skills will be basically spent are where we get the best stuff. We need our next level of attack spells. They have to be non-source point using.